Why does the Spanish royal family still exist? The shocking truth behind Europe's most controversial monarchy. What if one of Europe's oldest monarchies is surviving not because of tradition, but because of fear, strategy, history, and political necessity? In the modern age of democracy, equality, and freedom, one question continues to echo across Spain. Why does Spain still have a royal family? Why does a nation that has experienced dictatorship, revolution, civil war, and political transformation still maintain a monarchy? Why does Spain still bow before a crown? And more importantly, why do millions of Spaniards still support it? Behind the golden palaces, ceremonial uniforms, and carefully choreographed royal appearances lies a complex reality, one shaped by history, politics, emotion, national trauma, and strategic survival. Stay with us until the very end, because what you are about to discover will completely change how you understand monarchy in the modern world. And before we begin, remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video, because powerful stories like this deserve to be heard. A monarchy that refuses to disappear. In most modern democracies, monarchy has long vanished. Kings and queens were replaced by presidents. Royal families were dismantled. Crowns were locked away in museums. But Spain chose a different path. Even after dictatorship, civil war, political collapse, and massive social transformation, Spain restored its monarchy. This alone raises a stunning question. Why revive something that history seemed to bury? The answer lies in one word: stability. The trauma that still shapes Spain's national identity. To understand why Spain still has a royal family, we must understand Spain's traumatic past. The Spanish Civil War 1936–1939 ripped the nation apart. Families were divided, cities were destroyed, hundreds of thousands died. After the war, Spain entered nearly 40 years of dictatorship under Francisco Franco, a regime marked by repression, censorship, fear, and isolation. When Franco died in 1975, Spain stood on the edge of chaos. Political violence threatened, economic uncertainty loomed, social unrest simmered. The country needed unity, stability, and a peaceful transition. And that is where monarchy returned. The king who saved Spanish democracy. Against all expectations, Franco's chosen successor did something extraordinary. Instead of continuing dictatorship, he dismantled it. He legalized political parties, restored civil freedoms, created a constitutional monarchy, guided Spain into democracy. This decision shocked the world. Rather than becoming a tyrant, Juan Carlos became the architect of modern Spanish democracy. For many Spaniards, the monarchy became forever linked to freedom, stability, and peace. This single moment secured the survival of Spain's royal family for generations. Why democracy chose a king? It sounds contradictory. Why would a democracy choose a monarch? Because Spain feared political fragmentation. After decades of dictatorship, political divisions were deep. Communists, socialists, conservatives, nationalists, all competed for control. Spain needed a neutral figure who stood above party politics. A king provided exactly that. He did not represent ideology. He represented the nation. And that neutrality stabilized Spain's fragile democracy. The constitutional role of the Spanish king. Today, Spain is a constitutional monarchy. That means the king does not rule, he represents. Spain's current monarch has no governing power. Instead, he serves as head of state, symbol of national unity, diplomatic representative, constitutional guardian. His role is carefully limited by law. He cannot pass laws. He cannot govern. He cannot interfere politically. But his presence provides something priceless: institutional continuity. The psychological need for a crown. Human societies crave symbols, flags, anthems, national monuments, and monarchs. Spain's king is not just a political figure. He is a living symbol of national identity. In moments of crisis, people turn to symbols for reassurance. The crown provides emotional stability. It connects the past, present, and future. Why Spain fears becoming a republic? Many nations operate as republics. So why not Spain? Because Spain remembers chaos. The last Spanish republic collapsed into civil war. That historical trauma still lingers. For many Spaniards, removing the monarchy risks reopening old wounds. They fear political polarization, regional fragmentation, institutional collapse. The monarchy represents continuity without disruption. The monarchy is Spain's neutral referee. In modern Spain, political conflict is intense. Left versus right, central government versus regional movements, independence movements, economic debates, cultural struggles. The king stands above all of it. He serves as a neutral referee. When politicians clash, the monarch remains calm, balanced, and detached, preserving constitutional order. The Catalonia crisis, a test of royal survival. Spain's monarchy faced one of its greatest modern tests during the Catalonia independence crisis. As regional tensions exploded, many feared national disintegration. In that moment, King Felipe VI addressed the nation. His speech defended constitutional unity and democratic legality. To supporters, he became the protector of national cohesion. To critics, he became controversial. But one thing was clear. The monarchy remained central to Spain's stability. Economic value. How the royal family boosts Spain's image. Spain's monarchy generates massive global interest. Royal tourism, international diplomacy, media exposure, cultural branding. Royal ceremonies attract millions of viewers worldwide. This strengthens Spain's global image, boosting tourism and international influence. In simple terms, the monarchy is also a powerful economic asset. The soft power of royal diplomacy. Unlike politicians, kings can engage diplomatically without political baggage. Spain's monarchy maintains strong relations with Latin America, Europe, Middle East, Africa. The king acts as Spain's ultimate diplomatic ambassador. This soft power strengthens international relationships. The emotional attachment of the people. Millions of Spaniards feel emotional attachment to the royal family. They watch royal weddings. They follow royal children growing up. They celebrate royal milestones. This emotional connection fosters national unity. The monarchy becomes part of family tradition. The modernization of royal image. Spain's monarchy survived because it evolved. Under King Felipe VI and the royal family embraced transparency, financial accountability, modesty, public service. Gone are the days of unchecked privilege. Today's monarchy seeks legitimacy through responsibility. Princess Leonor, the crown's future insurance policy. At the heart of Spain's royal survival strategy stands. Her education, military training, and public discipline represent long-term planning. Spain is not thinking decades ahead, it is thinking generations ahead. Leonor symbolizes renewal, modern monarchy, democratic legitimacy, cultural continuity. Her future reign could determine whether monarchy survives into the next century. The fear of political instability without the crown. Without monarchy, Spain risks presidential power struggles, increased regional separatism, political fragmentation, constitutional conflict. The crown acts as a stabilizing anchor. Why some Spaniards want the monarchy abolished? Of course, not everyone supports the monarchy. Critics argue it represents inequality, it contradicts democratic values, it symbolizes privilege, and scandals have damaged royal credibility. Yet, even many critics admit the monarchy provides stability that Spain fears losing. The paradox of modern monarchy. Spain's monarchy survives because it walks a tightrope. Traditional, yet modern. Ceremonial, yet influential. Symbolic, yet essential. It survives not through power, but through careful adaptation. How Spain's monarchy learned from past mistakes. Past scandals taught the monarchy harsh lessons. Now, strict codes govern. Royal finances, public conduct, transparency. Mistakes are no longer tolerated. Survival depends on public trust. The media and the monarchy. In today's digital era, monarchy faces constant scrutiny. Every move is analyzed, every expression interpreted. This forces the royal family to maintain near-perfect public behavior. Why monarchy still works in Spain? It works because it fulfills emotional needs, historical continuity, political neutrality, diplomatic stability. Few institutions offer all four. A nation torn between tradition and progress. Spain is modern, but it also honors history. Monarchy bridges that gap. It allows Spain to modernize without abandoning tradition. The psychological comfort of continuity. Change is frightening. Institutions provide reassurance. The crown offers emotional safety, a reminder that not everything is temporary. What would happen if Spain abolished its monarchy? Potential consequences include constitutional crisis, political polarization, regional fragmentation, social instability. For many Spaniards, the risk feels too high. The crown is Spain's cultural identity. Spain's monarchy embodies Catholic tradition, European heritage, national continuity, historical pride. Removing it could feel like erasing identity. Why young Spaniards are divided. Younger generations question monarchy more than older ones. They value equality. They challenge tradition. Yet, many still respect Leonor's dedication, seeing her as a modern leader. The royal family is a human story. At its core, monarchy survives because it tells human stories. Children growing up, parents guiding them, public struggles, personal sacrifice. People relate to these narratives. A crown built on survival. Spain's monarchy has survived empire, collapse, revolution, dictatorship, exile, scandal. Few institutions in human history show such resilience. The ultimate reason Spain's royal family still exists. Because it adapts. Because it unites. Because it stabilizes. Because it symbolizes continuity. Because it offers identity. And because Spain fears losing all of that. Final thoughts. A crown for the future, not the past. Spain's monarchy no longer exists to rule. It exists to serve. It survives not by force, but by relevance. And its future depends entirely on public trust. If you enjoyed this royal documentary, remember to right finger subscribe for more deep royal insights. Thumbs up like to support our channel. Speech balloon comment, should Spain remain a monarchy or become a republic? Repeat button share this video with fellow history lovers. Because every crown hides a story worth telling.